This is Cable 18, the Cherry Hill Public Schools television station.
Good evening and welcome to this week's edition of the West Report. I'm Elliot Karetny.
And I'm Brian Slockin. This year's Senior Soloist Concert was held Wednesday night in the library. All of the performers were excellent. Michael Doheny, Reggie DeJesus, Su Huang, and Wami Chan played in a string quartet. Christine Malash played the piccolo to Sonata in A minor by Johann Sebastian Bach. Yoni Kokora sang to a Finnish song called Morella by Oscar Maricanto. Holly Tessler played the piano to Beethoven's Piano Sonata. Tom Duran sang to Danny Boy. Elizabeth Fashnot sang to the song The Wind Beneath My Wings. Beth Goldman sang the well-known song Matchmaker from the show Fiddler on the Roof. The song I Don't Know How to Love Him was sung by Paula Goodstein. Greg Miloski played the bassoon, and Rich Cianci played the tuba to end the night's festivities. A new club met last week. This new club is called Amnesty International. This chapter is part of the International Organization of Amnesty International. This organization fights for the human rights of people in other countries. Amnesty International is against capital punishment and violence. The group helps people whose rights have been violated. To learn more about Amnesty International, please contact Jonathan Savar or Mrs. Baraz.
Last week, the freshman class government held a fundraising hoagie sale. Hoagies were ordered early in the week at a cost of $2.50 each. They were delivered on Friday to school by the Par 3 Cafe. The students who ordered them eagerly picked them up after school. For those of you who missed out on your hoagie, you're in luck. The freshman class government hopes to run this event later in the year. Last Friday, the Leap Year Dance was held in the cafeteria. It was sponsored by the Asian Culture Club and the English Department. The purpose of this dance was to raise money for the Martin Walsh Scholarship Fund. The scholarship is in memory of Mr. Walsh, a teacher and coach here at West who passed away last spring. Now here's Charles Hayo with the sports.
Cherry Hill West basketball teams got off to a good start this week, beginning with the Lady Lions. Last Tuesday, the girls defeated Pennsauken at home with a final score of 45-38. Last Saturday, the Lady Lions defeated Eastern. Last Thursday, as most of you know, both the boys and girls had an East-West showdown. Jody Fisher was there to cover the story.
Well, it was a great game for both boys and girls, as both teams go with a win. Okay, the girls winning by 9, the boys winning by 29. And for the boys, Brian Spell led the way with 31 big points against East. Alex Sturm had 16. Scott Riley had 7. Dave Miller 5. Chambers 2. Reeler had 6. Tahim 11 points off the bench. Cherry Hill West had an all-around effort, and they really dominated, unlike the first time they played East, where it was a close game up into the fourth quarter. What do you think about we broadcasted this game on Cable 18 Live, and what do you think?
I think it was one of the most exciting games of the year on the West perspective. Brian Spell had the best game of the year, and he was just incredible, scoring the 31 points and not fouling a single man, including bringing out a lot of rebounds. I was just so impressed with West plays. They look so good going into the postseason. They deserve to be number 3.
And West will begin the postseason against Woodrow Wilson in the Group 3 tournament. On the girls' side, the girls win by 9. Beth Dorenzo led the way with 19 big points, including 3 3-pointers. Angie Spell was tough, even though she got hurt midway through the third quarter. Angie Spell still had 10 points and a lot of rebounds. What do you think of the girls' game?
Well, the girls' game was just such a balanced game. Even though Beth scored a lot of points, she still didn't have that many more than the other players, and they were so even. And even though after Angie went down, they were still able to keep it all together and win big.
The girls also had great efforts from Chris Sabina and Sandy Duda. Liz Tercy at the point had 4 points, 6 points rather. And it was just a very balanced effort by both West teams.
Right.
So West had a clean sweep tonight at the Jones Gym, beating both East girls and boys teams very handily in both games. I'm Jody Fisher.
And I'm Mike Bittman.
And back to you at the West Report Desk.
The boys continued their winning ways on Monday, defeating Woodrow Wilson in the first round of the South Jersey Group 3 tournaments. The final score was 92-72. The boys are currently ranked third in South Jersey by the Philadelphia Inquirer. The boys now play tonight at Bridgeton for the second round of the South Jersey Group 3. Semifinals will be held on Friday night. Also on Monday night, the Lady Lions defeated Highland 53-37 in the first of their South Jersey Group 3 tournaments. They now go on to Middle Township for the second round of the South Jersey Group 3 tournaments. Their semifinals will also be Friday night. We wish both teams good luck. Congratulations to Bill Bravo, Eric Jamerson, Keith Mahan, Sean Lockwood, and Dave Donofrio, who were medal winners this past weekend at District 27 wrestling tournaments at Moorestown. These wrestlers will be participating at Cherry Hill East tonight in the preliminaries of the Region 7 tournaments. If any of them win tonight, they will advance to the second round on Friday. Congratulations also to senior wrestler Jamie Jamerson for his selection to the Olympic Conference First Team All-Star Squad. This is the second year Jamie has earned this honor. Elliot?
Now here's Drew Hannes with this week's edition of What's Hip.
Hi, I'm Drew Hannes, and I'm here to tell you what's hip. Andy Warhol's Interview Magazine. That's what's hip. Interview Magazine is a high-quality magazine filled with superb photographs. The magazine content is mostly dedicated to the fields of art, photography, and modeling. Every monthly issue contains an interview with a famous person. Past issues have included the likes of Kelly McGillis, Jodie Foster, Michael J. Fox, Divine, Kevin Costner, and Pee Wee Herman. If you are interested in photography or just like to look at good pictures, this magazine is for you. If you are interested in modeling, this magazine is for you. If you are interested in the arts, this magazine is for you. This Interview Magazine is a one-of-a-kind, unique magazine and is definitely hip. It can be found in bookstores, record stores, or any periodical shop. I'm Drew Hannes, telling you to catch a long glimpse of a hip magazine, Interview Magazine, and I'll see you next time on What's Hip.
One of this month's special events is the East-West faculty basketball game against the Harlem Wizards. Here's Nicole Banks with an interview with Mr. Schmidt, who is coordinating the event.
Good evening. I'm Nicole Banks, and I'm here with Mr. Schmidt in the Student Government Office. Mr. Schmidt, are you in charge of the basketball game that's going to be held at West?
The advisors from East and West High School student government organizations are both organizing the contest between the Harlem Wizards and faculty from both high schools.
Okay, and who is in this from East?
Okay. There are teachers and faculty members, administrators playing from Cherry Hill East. Cherry Hill West players include such superstars as Mrs. Neesner, Mrs. Boswell, Mr. Sleeth, Mr. McCargo, and several husbands.
Okay, who exactly are the Harlem Wizards?
Okay, the Harlem Wizards are a takeoff of the Harlem Globetrotters. They are an internationally acclaimed basketball team that perform stunts and do magic with basketball while they're playing against the teachers.
Okay, and what is the cause for this basketball game?
We are sponsoring basketball game in which all proceeds will be donated to the Cancer Society.
Okay, and do you plan on having a big turnout at Cherry Hill East?
ticket sales are relatively slow at West. I understand that there are a lot more at East being sold, but every morning and every afternoon we have tickets available if anyone's interested in buying them here in the office.
Okay, and how much are those tickets?
Tickets are $5.
Okay. Thank you for your time, and we wish you the best of luck.
This past Monday, our principal, Dr. Katz, announced that Mrs. Knote, a health teacher here at West, was a Cherry Hill West recipient of the 1988 Governor's Teacher Recognition Program. We will have more on Mrs. Knote and the award next week.
Congratulations to the West mock trial team who advanced into the county finals this past Saturday. The team will compete against Triton this coming Saturday at the Camden County Courthouse. The trial starts at 9:30 a.m. West's annual talent show will be held this Friday night. Admission will be $3 and the show starts at 7:30. Good luck to all the participants.
Thank you for watching the West Report. Please join us again next week at this same time. Good night.
Good night.
Good evening. This is Faye Kim and Evan Winger with your March 2nd edition of EastCast. Tonight's top story include East's first place debate team, the Mr. East contest, the variety show, and the mock trial team. The East debate team has just completed its final match of the season as both the affirmative and negative teams won their games last week, giving them the league championship. Top scorers on the team were Jason Alexander, Larry Zazzo, and co-captains Manish Butte and Mike Folonetto. Other varsity debaters included Ravi Goel, Darshak Sanghavi, Scott Angstreich, and Ted Fisher. 5 of the championship debaters are juniors, so Coach Robert D. Nation and the team expect more success for these powerful speakers. Cherry Hill High School East Class of '88 sponsored its first annual Mr. East contest last Friday night, the 26th. Taking a page out of West's book, Mr. East chairwomen Derek Camusi and Andrea Felixson arranged and supervised this male beauty and talent contest. It was a night of glitter as the masters of ceremony, all clad in tuxedos, introduced the 14 contestants. The actual program consisted of 5 parts: the informal wear, the talent competition, the swimwear, the formal wear, and the personal questions. Each contestant gave himself a nickname by which he was referred to for the remainder of the evening. Undoubtedly, the hardest job was that of the judges. This special group of teachers, celebrities, and administrators were forced to choose one Mr. East from the dashingly handsome group of men. From a karate exposition to a Chippendale-style striptease, the judges finally came to a decision. The third runner-up was Mr. Sunshine, Timmy Mertzog. Second runner-up was DJ Chowski, Mr. Entertainment. Eric Weichert, the senior class president, won first runner-up. However, the favorite of the evening, Mr. Brick, Brian McCluskey, won a well-deserved title of Mr. East 1988. Congratulations going out to Brian.
East mock trial team competed in a double elimination competition at the Camden County Courthouse. The plaintiff team, consisting of Drew Katz, John Dunphy, Faye Kim, Greg DeMichelle, and Marina Kravitz, lost Saturday morning to Triton's defense team by 1 point. In the afternoon, our defense team of John Massaro, Jason Rubin, David Edelstein, Todd Schoenhaus, and Madhavi Reddy won an extremely close match against Collingswood. Although the team was 3-1, which tied with Triton, East was eliminated from the going in the mock trial competition because of particular ground rules previously agreed upon. Congratulations to this hardworking team and its advisors, Mr. Hillman, and attorney advisors, Mr. DeMichelle, Mr. Shipley, and Mr. Katz. The East chess team won its 4th consecutive conference championship on Saturday. Excellent performances were given by Mike Chow, Howard Ding, Brady Richter, Chung Van Vang, and Ken Sang. After winning the championship, the team will now move on to the state tournament, which will be held at East in March. Good luck goes out to all the teams in the states.
As most East students know, the 10th graders at East are honored just as the juniors and seniors are with a dance of their own. This hopefully amazing evening on March 12th is naturally called the Sophomore Cotillion. At the Cotillion, not only will the Soph be greeted by excellent food, fantastic DJ music, and almost all their friends from the class of 1990, but also class rings will be presented to all those who order them. Some of the students involved with the Cotillion are Head Chairman Sandy Gallman and Melanie Santos, Decorations Committee members Karen Garfield and Jason Schaefer, Food Committee members Gina Alcaviva and Jason Ravitz, and the Invitation and Party Favor Committee members Donna Ravner and Amy Singer. By now, ticket sales have ended, but approximately 240 couples will be meeting in Cafeteria 1 at 7 p.m. on the 12th. We'll bring you more of the cotillion next week. Newsflash. The Cherry Hill East teachers have accepted the challenge from the Holland Wizard basketball team. The teachers will play the Wizards on home turf, the boys' gym, on Wednesday, March 16th. The game will prove two things. It will show East students that their teachers do more than just grade papers, and it will donate thousands of dollars to the Emmanuel Cancer Foundation, an organization which helps teens with cancer. Seats for the events will be sold at $5 apiece, or at a discount for groups of 10 or more. The first jump is set for 7:30, so get ready for some real basketball action. We'll bring you more of this exciting challenge next week.
The spring musical, an East tradition for many years, is soon approaching. This year's show, Oliver, is sure to follow the long line of successful musicals performed at East. Opening night is Friday, the 18th, and continues through that weekend and starts again on Thursday, the 24th, and closes on the 26th of March. Based on the book Oliver Twist, the stage is set in 18th century London. The stage crew has been hard at work for several months now, building and painting these very complicated and realistic sets. Some of the sets include a bridge and a 3-level hideout. Mr. Tom Weaver, the technical director, has overviewed this hard-working crew. Another hard-working group is the large core of actors and actresses who practice diligently every day for several hours, giving up approximately 30 hours a week. These actors, including a group of about 20 elementary school boys, sacrifice much of their free time for the musical. But according to one of the double-casted Nancys, Miriam Zabel, it's worth it. Tickets go on sale Monday the 14th for Oliver. But because the seating is reserved, it is recommended that you buy your tickets early. However, for the latecomers, there will be tickets available at the door. The acts have been chosen, the date is set, the tickets are going on sale. It's time once again for the Cherry Hill East Variety Show. This year's show will be on April 22nd at 7:30. At the show, approximately 17 dancers, singers, musicians, comics, and other talented students will get their time to shine. To see such an exhibition, one need only to pay the $3 admission fee, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
The boys' swim team ended their season recently with an impressive record of 16-2. Coaches Mr. Bo Wood and Mr. Nouse urged and aided this winning team on as they won the Pacific Division Championship last Thursday, defeating second-place West by over 100 points. Double winners were Jack Wright and Bill Fulton. On Tuesday, the boys' team swam in the state semifinals in Millville. This was a team effort, and we will have the results in next week's EastCast edition. Next Saturday, March 5th, some outstanding swimmers will compete in the state championship for individual times. Swimming will be Jack Wright, Pat Mead, Perry Wasserloff, Bill Fulton, Shane Moore, and John Accaroli, a diver. Our freestyle relay is currently ranked second in the state behind St. Joseph Prep and is expected to place either first or second in the state. Good luck to this talented group, and congratulations for a well-swum season. The girls' swim team also ended an excellent season with a 7-3 record. Last Friday, the girls' swim team swam well at the state semifinals, but Lenape High School managed to pull ahead and win the tournament. Coach Bill Shepard worked closely with the girls to achieve this great season. This Saturday, the most outstanding swimmers will compete at the state individual championship. After swimming impressive qualifying times, these girls will swim against the best on Saturday. Swimmers Sue Marion, Stephanie Schwab, Deidre Lynch, Kristen Kesselbach, and Carolyn Marchus will all swim at states, and the 200 medley relay team, currently seated first in the state, is expected to place first. Other individuals such as Kristen Kesselbach and Steph Schwab are reigning state champions in their respective events and are expected to bring home high standings. Good luck to the girls' swim team. Evan?
The East boys basketball team is finishing their regular season with a record of 14-11. The games went so well due in part to the combined efforts of all the teammates, with special credit going to high scorers Glenn Foley and Eric Ward. The JV team is also doing well this season. Some of the team's high scorers are Glenn Adler and Jim Brumbaugh. This year's girls varsity basketball team played excellently. However, they were not able to secure a spot in the Group 4 tournament. Some high scorers this year were Heather McDevitt, Cheryl Hordisky, and Gina Scarduzzo. The JV girls team finished with a record of 13-11. This has been a slightly nasal Evan Ringer with Faye Kim for EastCast. Stay tuned for the East Winter Band concert following the junior school news right here on Cable 18. Tonight, we leave you with Ophelia listening intently to the political rhetoric. Good night, Ophelia.
Good evening. I'm Laurie Melson, and this is Carusi News. This week, the CAT cognitive abilities tests are being administered to 7th and 8th grades here at Carusi. We hope all your scores are gold medal efforts. Speaking of gold medals, last week concluded a very eventful Carusi sports winter season. Here's Scott with the final details.
Thank you, Lori. The Winter Olympics closed on Sunday, and our Carusi sports also came to an end. Carusi's 7th grade boys closed out their season with a 32-20 win over Audubon. Their final record was 9-6. The boys' 8th grade lost to Audubon, but we've not been told the scores. The 7th grade girls team ended their season last Friday with a thrilling come-from-behind victory over Haddonfield. The final score was 19-16. The ladies finished their season by winning 5 out of their last 6 games. The 8th grade Lady Mustangs ended their season on Friday with a victory over Haddonfield. The final score was 27-16. The whole team played an outstanding season with 10 wins and 5 losses. Well, now that the winter sports are over, that must mean that spring is right around the corner. Tryouts will be underway very soon. Well, that's it for the week's Mustang sports. Now, back to you, Laurie.
Believe it or not, March is here already, and what a busy month this is. Here's Aviva Kushner with specifics. Aviva?
Thank you, Laurie. As you can see by this calendar, March is just full of events and surprises. It's jam-packed with fun. I'm not going to even tell you about the states that were admitted in this month, except that there were 5: Ohio, Nebraska, Florida, Vermont, and Maine. This week, the CATS testings are taking place, as Laurie explained. The second week in March is the Carusi Book Fair, which will be held in the library. This book fair is sponsored by the PTA, and this year they have many new exciting novels. The prices will start at $2.25 and up. The book fair will end Thursday because Friday there's no school. It's an in-service day for teachers, which means the teachers go to class. The third week of March is Spirit Week here at Carusi. We start with the roller skating party on Sunday night, which is followed by the sweatshirt day, the Ides of March, Tuesday, 15th. And Touch of Class Day is Wednesday, March 16th. Smack in the middle of Spirit Week is St. Patrick's Day, which is ironic because it's also Color Day with activities in the gym. And Spirit Week is wrapped up by the Spirit Week Dance on Friday. The fourth week in March are the Iowa tests, and they are ended Friday by the 7th grade's awards assembly. On Monday, the 28th, there'll be the 8th grade's awards assembly. And the fourth Sunday in March is Palm Sunday, a Christian holiday. And last, but certainly not least, is Heather Petweet's 14th birthday. Happy birthday, Heather. Well, that's about it for March. Back to you, Laurie.
Several weeks ago, we mentioned the Why I Love My Library contest, which is being held here at Carusi. The winner of this contest, Dan Pastorius, a 7th grader, will be receiving a $25 prize for his efforts. Here's Dan with his award-winning poem.
Books, books. I want to read books about music, mysteries, skateboards, and cooks. How the rivers make canals and streams, even how the tiniest plants make coffee beans. Did you hear the story of Jimmy the Greek? I read it in a copy of Newsweek. Stories about how different people suffer struggle and strife. I read it in a brand new issue of Life. Books from killers to yelling town criers. Look at that Ferrari in the magazine Car and Driver. Books about heroes, birdies, and brooks, even the sneakiest people called crooks. Well, that, my friends, is all I have to say, so pick up your feet and go to the library today.
It's certainly hard to believe, but Spirit Week is only 2 more weeks away. Preparations for it are moving along smoothly, and the excitement is building. Everyone is looking forward to the big event. Well, I guess that just about wraps up this week's edition of Carusi News. I'm Laurie Melson, saying thank you for joining us, and good night.
This is Cable 18, the Cherry Hill Public Schools television station.